Yeah, I practiced. Man, it doesn't. Tiger Moth doesn't want to turn into that wind. The wind is. Yeah, the wind. That's one of the bugs in the game. It's not too realistic. You know what? Let's just go this way. Especially with the lighter airplane. I'm not going to be able to turn into it. What happens if we take off in this direction? Let's not hit those other airplanes over there. Alright, underpowered little trainer airplane. We're at full throttle. We're barely picking up some speed. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, this could be a disaster. I don't know what's over here. Alright, we are now off the airfield. Ooh, it's a hill. Isn't that exciting? Ooh, hill. We'll be off-roading in our Tiger Moth. And airborne. Thank you very much. Don't pull back too hard. Let's keep some airspeed. Ooh, buildings. Airspeed, baby. Airspeed. Oh, let's not hit those buildings. They wouldn't like that, and I'd have to get a new airplane. Alright, we're flying. Okay, now she likes that. I didn't have the mixture all the way up there yet. Let's go back and take a closer look at our airfield. Yeah, okay. Since I posted that first mission from the stock campaign, I've learned a couple things about Let's Play. I've done some research. I know that you have to turn down the volume in my headset. Apparently, so. You know, the reason I sounded so strange in that first one, I'd had the volume turned up normal levels, and I kept on feeling that I had to talk up over the top of it instead of speaking in a normal tone of voice. So, I don't know, that was kind of embarrassing. But hey, we can do it this one. We'll figure out how this works. Where does other airplanes go? There's one of them. Just checking out the scenery around Avon. It's probably up Avon. I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing it just totally wrong. You, like, people who are better educated in British pronunciations are tearing your hair out and calling me a moron and stuff. That's okay. I don't mind. What is this over here? We have... Ooh, tanks. Yeah. IL-2. Anytime you have any kind of an industrial center, they put these tanks everywhere. And I don't know what the hell they're making down there. What are they manufacturing? But every single one of those tanks is just, you know, they're full of gasoline and napalm and all kinds of stuff that makes the most beautiful, big, bright red-orange fireballs. You gotta love the fireballs. We have to come back here with something with guns on it. Blow those up. Yeah, here we are in our Tiger Moth. Let's see if we can climb a little bit here. Grab some more altitude. Watching that airspeed. In real life, this is about the only kind of flying that I've done, is very slow, very underpowered, small airplanes that can barely climb. Although it's been a depressing number of years since I've actually flown a real airplane. Had a whole bunch of issues, you know, financial issues, medical issues. It's just not something I can do anymore, so I play video games. Video games are cool. I like video games. Let's see, where's that river, in case I need to find this place again. Yeah, I see the river goes by that end and goes up there to the fork. Yeah, I can find this place again. Clouds out, bright sunny day. I kind kind of wish I should have set the starting time to either earlier in the day or later. Sunrise or sunset are the best times of day to set this game to make it really look its best. Reading the various forums, there are people that are very, very upset, extremely upset that the shade of green that we have to represent England is exactly the wrong shade of green. I've never seen England with my own eyes. I frankly find it difficult to get really that excited about them having the wrong shade of green. I'm trying to put myself in their shoes. I'm imagining, what if somebody made a big combat flight sim of Wisconsin? The skies, the battle for Wisconsin. It could happen. It could. And what if they got the shade of green just a couple of notches too light? I really have a difficult time imagining myself being quite so upset about that as I read every day. But, oh well. That's one thing. If you're watching a Let's Play and if you're thinking about this game, if you go in and check out the forums, you will find just a whole lot of hatred and bile all over the forums. The reason, looking at this airplane that's up there. Who is that? Let's try and look at this here, this way. There's a bomber gun. Oh, that's this guy. Yeah, it just has 3 on the map. The game, it has bugs. There's some people can get it to run pretty well. It runs just great on my machine. Who's this down here? Some people with PCs that should theoretically have better performance than mine seem to have trouble. It barely runs. The game was released too early. All the features that were promised during the years of development, only a fraction of those features are implemented. So people are very, very upset about that. In one respect, you can't really blame them. I understand. But if you've been around gaming at all, ever, has any game ever released with exactly the set of features that the developers were promised? Has anything ever released on time? No game that I have ever been waiting on has ever released on time. I don't recall that ever happening. Not once. You know, somebody will prove me wrong. They'll know some fantastic story. Anyway, yeah, the game has problems, but it's a work in progress. They are fixing them already. People with my graphics card used to have an ugly graphics glitch where we had these ugly blue lines on the horizon all the time. It's fixed now. I used to not be able to run with shadows turned on, and the shadows make everything look so good in this game, but now I can. So, improvements are coming. I'm using this user-made campaign. The stock campaign is more buggy than some of the others, and it's just, frankly, it's not all that interesting, really, to me. Ooh, hey, throttle back. Let's not overspeed that engine. So I'm very happy DFLion will let me do this. Let's go buzz these hangars down here, huh? So, here we are. A very, very mellow Let's Play. Kind of a getting to know you Let's Play. Yeah. My YouTube name, The Winter Owl. Online games and on forums and stuff, I usually like to call myself the White Owl. Been doing that for years. No, I am not a furry. I've been the White Owl since long before furries were invented, you freaks. It's kind of like some guys call them Black Viper or Grey Wolf. Man, owls are cool. I think I'll call myself the White Owl. But somebody else on YouTube already had that, so I couldn't have that name. The Winter Owl is who I will be. In real life, well, I already told you that I've flown airplanes. I have a pilot's license, although I have not exercised the privileges of said license for many years. I'm also a licensed aircraft mechanic, although I'm not currently employed in aviation. I have done that in the past. I've fixed airplanes. So that doesn't necessarily translate to knowing anything about a Tiger Moth or a Spitfire or a BF-109, but I think it does translate into having an understanding, having a feeling for what is authentic about the way aircraft behave, about what aircraft are like. A whole lot of flight sims, the airplanes feel like they're on rails. Let's not screw up this approach here. They don't feel like they're flying. See, an airplane is a rigid vehicle that navigates through a fluid medium. Air is so much more fluid than water. Air is so much more slippery than water. Airplanes slip and slide every second that they're in the air. If it looks steady, if it looks like it's carving through a turn, this is mostly an illusion. Wow, what a sloppy, sloppy landing approach. I've carried way too much airspeed into this. We're ballooning along. Come on. And kind of a bad bump. Well, that wasn't too bad. Interesting piece of trivia about a Tiger Moth. No wheel brakes. You just roll until you're done rolling. Anyway, yeah, so I have an understanding of how do airplanes behave in real life. What is it like being around airplanes? What's it like being in a real airplane? Although, you know, I don't know the exact specifications. I was never one, even when I was working around real airplanes, I was never one for memorizing a whole ton of numbers. IL-2, both the first IL-2 and this iteration, they get the handling of aircraft correct. These airplanes are not on rails. Whoa, I almost forgot I had no brakes. Bonsai. Bonsai taxing. Yeah, there I am weather vaning into that wind again. These airplanes are not on rails. They slip and slide through this slippery air. Alright. Well, here we are, a very, very mellow, a very special Let's Play. No, I don't think it's special. It is very mellow. It's fun. But I think we're done. I'm going to run through this campaign. Spitfire Dawn. I understand there's a couple more Tiger Moth training missions. There's a couple of Spitfire training missions, and then we get into some fire and guns and blood. Then we'll find out how bad I really, really suck at dogfighting. I'm pretty decent at handling the airplane. You know, I can usually land okay. I suck at dogfighting. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So, let's shut this thing down here. And we get our fuel cock. Come on, it's a shut-off valve. It's not a... Does that look like a cock? No. Alright. Turn our magnetos off. Okay. I will talk to you later. Thanks.